Hey guys, so I've been getting lots of questions about what I do to track. And I'm going to be honest with you. I have tried Asana a couple times and it just doesn't work for me. And I know many of you are using Asana or Evernote, or there's a bunch of different things that you can use. And I think that's fantastic. And if it's working for you, stick with it. I even know some people do Excel spreadsheets and things. And I think that's perfect. And by no means am I telling you what you should do, because I think everybody's differently. But I wanted to share with you the process that I do and the tracking system that I've been using the last few months that is working for me. And I love it. I'm a paper pen kind of girl. And so this works really, really well for me. I actually just got back from the Platinum Edge and I am getting organized. I am not naturally an organized person. So I had things in Google Drive on my desktop, in folders here, everywhere. I was a hot mess. And so, yes, I had everything, but it was just I don't remember where it is. I'll have to find it first. And so I'm getting organized. I'm putting everything on Dropbox. I'm creating a system and I'm pretty excited about it. But going back to tracking, so I've been getting lots of questions about this and what exactly I'm doing right now. And so I'm using actually a 5-subject binder or notebook. So it's I have this one, it's the Mead brand, but I know there's 5-star. But anyways, it's 5 subjects. And the first section is what I've labeled calls. So it's all the training calls from the national wake up call, from the team hardcore call, any other calls that I would get on. I'm going to take really good notes. And these are things that, if I'm doing one-on-one calls with people, or if I'm doing a call for somebody, that I'm going to go back to my notes and I'm going to maybe make it sound like me, tweak it a little bit, but it's kind of like my training Bible or my go-to if I have a question on something. Which for me, these calls, guys, if you're wanting to be serious in the business, these calls are non-negotiable, because this is where you learn everything. This is the going back to school part of the business. If you're not getting on the calls, you're not learning anything. So you're just kind of winging it. And don't get me wrong, entrepreneurship is totally going all in and doing things before you're ready. But I do think the calls are so crucial. So that first section is calls. The second section that I have is challenge groups. So I will label I'll usually write, for example, right here I have October 12th. So that was my challenge group start date. And then I write down names of everybody that I've invited to that challenge group. And then I write their response next to it. So either they told me yes. If they've told me yes, I usually write yes beside their name. If they've told me no, then I write no. And then I always ask the people, okay, well, would you like to know about my next challenge group? And if they say yes, then I write an FU beside them, follow up. So I know to follow up with them when I'm starting to promote and invite to my next challenge group. Now, when they've ordered, then I highlight their name. So I know to add them into my next challenge group that's starting. So that's kind of my process that I do. So then when I'm starting my next one, November 30th, then I can go back up to my follow-up list from the months prior and, follow up with the people to see if maybe now's a good time. And then I can also add the names that I'm currently inviting. So then my next little subject is my free group. So this is the people I've invited to my free 5-day clean eating group, or crock pot group, or whatever group I have going on that's completely free that month. I write down everybody's names I've invited. Once again, I highlight once they tell me yes. And I personally have been having them fill out a Jot form, which I know Janelle did a training on it a couple months ago about just a quick form so you can gather their email addresses so you can send them information later if you want to. And then once again, I highlight when they've done that. So I know, okay, they're in the group. I know to follow up with those people to see how the group is going, to see if they're interested in my upcoming challenge group, if they want to get a little more focused. So that's the other section. My next section I have is specifically for the people that I've invited or introduced to the business opportunity. I found a need or a want, and I've introduced the business opportunity to them. And once again, I write the month here. So I would write October 2015, November 2015, everybody's names that month that I've introduced the business opportunity. This is just introducing the thought. Just, hey, have you ever considered doing what I do? Something like that. That would be introducing the business. So then later on, sometimes I'll go back and I'll highlight the people that have joined so I can kind of see statistically how it's all working out. And then I also know who to follow up with in the months prior. Like, okay, this person didn't sign up, but I remember they're interested. Let me go back and see how they're doing. Not saying, hey, are you still thinking about the business? But hey, how's life? How are the kids? How is the holidays? How's Thanksgiving? Any plans this weekend? Those types of questions. Just to continue that relationship with the person. Then my last little subject in my binder is my personally sponsored coaches. So this is where I've put people's names, I write their goals, I write their, when you have a goal, great, but if you don't have a date, I mean, that's kind of up for the taking. How do you know if you've accomplished that goal? If you don't have a date attached with it. If you want to be an Emerald coach, by when? Let's put a date attached to it. So that way I can follow up with you. So I'll write, okay, so-and-so wants to be Emerald by this date. They're starting their free group on this date. So I know what's going on in your life and I can follow up with you on that. So those are basically, that's how I use my notebook system. And I think it's a good idea probably to start a new notebook every year. So you can put like, this is my 2015 notebook. I'll get a 2016 notebook. And you can keep it kind of organized that way. So I really hope this helps. Please comment below this video if you have any questions or any comments. I hope you're having a great Thursday night, and I look forward to seeing you in the Facebook group.